Okay, so we're talking about this oil saga. This oil saga. It's awful. Michael Moore was right. Okay. Yes, it is genocide. It is, yeah, and we see it with our own eyes, and it's like and we call these guys heroes. I guess. We can talk about let's get on our future. What is our future? Climate change. Al Gore. God damn, would that have been a better option? Um, yeah. Yeah. So much. Yes. Energy is in our future. Or energy is in our future. But does it have to be oil? Heck no. I was at Princeton. I was an environmental chemist. I mean, I didn't have all the answers, but I had a pretty good one. I had a chromium complex that could do water oxidation. I was kicked out because of it. They knew it was a great idea. It's very cheap, believe me. And yes, many friends helped me get and find that out too. But I was kicked out because environmental energy is very important, and our future is dependent on it. This green society, sustainability. Yeah, we could have done that instead of using oil, instead of using a Keystone pipeline, instead of doing this fracking stuff. Yes, oil's good, but it's only natural that we progress. Oil was great, but if it harms the earth, we are humans. We're living, and we can tell that we are bound by the earth. The earth's constraints. And it's like people thought that we humans in general that if this thing called artificial selection, in which the that humans control our environment. Yeah, we're slowly seeing that that's not necessarily true. An environment controls us, and we're going to talk about that so much. In climate change is a perfect example. Yes, we're using all these cars, but yeah, the CO2 is not exactly drifting off into space, and just being vaporizing in the in the going away. It's like no, it cannot leave our atmosphere, and it's heating up our atmosphere. It's allowing us to. The atmosphere is nice, breathe and stuff like that. So we're slowly seeing that that artificial selection may not be so artificial. We're still bound by this biosphere. And the thing about it is, if we still think that if we're still scared that that oil and cars and not being able to dream and not being able to see that there are other ways to actually the Tesla car, okay, operates electricity, many other, and there's hydrogen vehicles, BMWs, they were probably pretty, they're probably pretty pricey now. But if supply increases, workers to use, the clients, so big supply, there's just going to be cheaper price, right? So so what we see is this $300,000 hydrogen BMW car could, if put into production, could be cheaper. Not only that, if we have workers who become scientists and go after graduate schools, actually integrate new ideas through education and affirmative action. There's a new idea that could have been water oxidation. We could have hydrogen economy. We don't have to this oil could be a thing of the past. You could have battery cars, things like that. Talk with Dr. Donald Sadoway of MIT about batteries, lithium ion, all that. He knows it. He's working with power plant industry on liquid metal batteries. That way to store electricity that's wasted on power grids. Conservation and sustainability. Yes, and water oxidation. The reason why that's important, because you can make hydrogen through a very cheap metal, chromium. That's what I was working on, and I was an affirmative action admit. Crazy. It shows that, yeah, people with GPAs of my undergraduate of friggin' what was it 3.4, and I got kicked out. Yeah, it may not be that GPA may not be fancy, but yeah, it could have been something that was great. And yeah, there is hope for our nation's future without oil. Without oil. Oh, drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. It's like, yeah, no, we don't need to. You just have to just see that, yeah, we can do this. There is a hydrogen economy in our future. There's many ways we can go about that too, and I had ideas about that too. I'm not even going to talk about it because I'm getting a little bit too sciencey, and I'm going to take away my dream. And you can. I was pretty much going to talk about how to convert CO2 into ethylene, but I had no idea about how to go about that. But yeah, I was going to work on it. But I was kicked out because they didn't like. I didn't like the fact that I was proposing ideas that they wanted. It was greed. I was kicked out because of greed. They wanted my idea, and they got it. And the thing about it is, Princeton, it's huge endowment, which is I'll say endowments are private institutions. They should be at billions of dollars as well. That's where billionaires send money to, so that they don't have to pay taxes. But also, they need to be transparent as well. Okay, so forget about the endowment. I'm more concerned about education. Forget about it. Okay, so the thing about it is Princeton, it has been taking, federal funds, even despite its huge money supply, federal funds, and using it for the majority of its federal funds have been for investment in sciences, in green technologies, environmental technologies. So if you guys want to know what the smart people are doing, look to the Ivy Leagues and we'll look to what they've been investing in. That's smart people. Take advice. So much. I've been reading a lot of get rich quick books. Not really a lot. I've just read probably 2 or something like that. Or actually, yeah, 2. But it just makes sense. If you want expertise, look to the experts. If you want expertise on how to get rich, look to people who are rich. Look to people. If you want expertise on people who are smart, look to people who are smart. They like environment. So all the people who are drill baby drill, Yeah, they even the smart guys even want um, to advance our future. So yeah, they're really they're taking you. Got you by the short strings. But yeah. That Keystone Pipeline, no. I mean, they that's more the same, more the fracking, and yeah, we really need to start educating our the people who need it, our veterans, our inner city kids, blacks, Latinos, immigrants, because yeah, even immigrants, even the Latino immigrants, yeah, they deserve education too, so they can go back to their country and show them, show their people that like yeah, they've been had as well. So yeah, but first we gotta we need to we need jobs, and that would be in the sciences and education. Yeah, there's we are truly only limited by um, our imagination. If we can't see that past the fact that oil goes into our cars, what are you gonna fill your car up with? Peanut oil and stuff like that. It's like no. Well, I'm working on that. Yeah, I wish I could tell you that I can't. I'm not filling up. My car with oil, but yeah, I'm actually doing something to get us closer to filling up my car with something different than oil. Yeah, because yeah, it's contributing to global warming as we progress. Society advances, it evolves. It responds to environment. You know, Oil's bad. Dirties up our water. Goes fracking. Stuff like that. Um, you turn. I've seen people like literally ignite. You know, their own water faucets and stuff like that. It's good temporarily, but why would you fix? Why would you stay? Um, like just comfortable with something that you know is going to hurt you. I mean, I'm not like trying to be this. I'm just trying to like get people to, but understand. It's like yeah, CO2, global warming. It absorbs infrared radiation. Take it from a chemist. Um, yes, it traps heat. Yeah, and obviously, Venus, perfect example. Its atmosphere is 98% CO2, and well, but it's a lot denser. But that thing's hotter than I don't even know what. Perfect example. Yes, CO2 absorbs heat, and we put CO2 in the air. So, but you can't. I mean, but don't can't just say it doesn't exist and stuff like that. It's there. Glaciers are melting. Yeah, it's no different. It's a unified theory, and yes, it's going to affect many if one's done. If we just get complacent with drill baby drill, the Keystone Pipeline, and being comfortable with these billionaires, telling us that we don't want taxes. Yeah, they don't want taxes, so it'd be good. Like if you're on their side, it's like make them not want taxes too, so we don't have to. Talk about oil. That was going to be hopefully the last video. I mean, probably not. I make about this oil stuff, and it's like, yeah, I've had enough about oil. I think our nation has too.